Alright, good morning again everybody. For this video, I'm gonna scope out this Grove grt8120 that I'm already in. So on this screen, I'm already set up. I got my outrigger beams and jacks set. So I need to get to this bottom screen. I'm gonna press this bottom right button here. It puts me on this screen. I'm using the jogging system control knob, and I'm gonna go to these my boom, and this is the semi-automatic scope in this instance, and I have to come over here and take it out of boom up and down mode and put it into scope mode. And I have my boom right now to scope out at about 65.5 degrees. I don't need to put out a whole bunch today, so I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna keep that one in, that one, and I'll do 392s, and then I gotta scroll over to OK. So you see it's thinking a little bit, and in a second some arrows will pop up. Then I'm gonna use the switch up here to increase my idle speed, because if not, the crane will die while I'm scoping out. Then you have to have it in scope mode, and then on the screen it's green right here, and then with the right joystick you push it out to the right and it starts scoping out. And depending on how much you have to scope out, it takes it quite a few minutes, like 20 to 30 minutes, depending on how much you scope out. But it'll go to 92% on the boom scope to match it, and then it'll stop and think for a little bit, and then the pin has to go back and grab the next section because it's locking the pin. And also, just a reminder, throughout the course of scoping out, you need to watch your headache ball and block and make sure that the cable's good so you don't hit the two block. Then you can see the pin is sliding, and it was red and it turned green and it locked out for that boom section. Now it's thinking what it wants to do, and it's going to keep doing that for a few seconds. And then now I have the arrows. I press the joystick to the right, it's got to think some more, and then you'll see this pin, it's going to turn red, and it's actually going to retract and grab this next boom section and lock it in place. It's got to retract, come back to this boom section, lock in place, and then I can scope out that boom section. I got to do that with that boom section there and the next one, and then that's it. But for the intent of this video, I don't need to sit here and record the whole thing. And that's how I'm going to set up for the day today with my boom. It's also just another reminder again, if you don't see this lit up green, that this switch is not engaged, and you probably still have it in boom up and down mode, or you haven't pressed this switch at all. And if you don't press that switch, it will not let you scope in and out. And also, to cable up and down, you got to make sure you press this switch as your function enable switch whenever you start to scope out the scope out process and everything, to bring your block and ball down. And also, if you get to this screen and then you forget to press OK, it's not going to let you scope out. So there's that stuff to consider and keep in mind as well. Alright, so I finished scoping it out. This arrow right here is green, or check mark is green. This arrow is saying if I needed to scope back in, I could, but I don't need to right now, so I'm going to leave it alone. I'm done on the screen. I'm going to press escape. Then I'm going to use this lower right button again to go back to my main top screen. And I'm done scoping it out for the morning, and I'm set up and ready to go to work. And there's lots of flow charts for this and everything else. And after you finish scoping out, if you don't disengage this and you just put it, if you just press the boom up and down switch, it automatically turns the function off on this screen and you're good to go. But I'm all set up for the day and ready to go to work.